Here we go, man. We got The View again, talking about Elon Musk and his team about Doge and what they're gonna do with cutting spending in America.
The world's richest man, Elon Musk, has full access to the U.S. Treasury federal payment system, and Democrats are ringing the alarm bell. Take a look.
That's the problem. Anything Democrats say, 90% is stupid.
Before our very eyes, an unelected shadow government is conducting a hostile takeover of the federal government.
This is the most corrupt.
Hostile takeover. You see the words people use? Hostile takeover, like it's some craziness is happening. Like what Democrats try to do is they try to make you fearful. Like you're scared. Like, oh, big bag Elon is coming to take over the world. Like, no.
Corrupt administration in our history, and it's putting our economy, our government, and our most at-risk communities in serious jeopardy.
Oh my, shut up.
Elon and his handful of friends now have full
friends. These are brilliant people. Elon is a brilliant man.
access to your personal and financial information that's in the system. Your payment history, your social security number, your bank account number.
So what is Elon Musk gonna do? Scam the world? He's the richest man on earth or whatever. Like he's gonna have some fraud scheme? You stupid old lady.
Elon now has the power to suck out all of that information for his own use.
It's hard listening to these people sometimes, man. They're so. The word I love to use is they're so disingenuous. And now we gotta listen to these ladies. Man.
Yeah. So, the White House, however, is claiming that they're keeping his power in check. Take a look.
Mr. President, why is it important for Elon Musk to have access to the payment systems at Treasury?
Well, he's got access only to letting people go that he thinks are no good if we agree with him, and it's only if we agree with him. He's a very talented guy from the standpoint of management and costs. Elon can't do and won't do anything without our approval, and we'll give him the approval where appropriate. Where not appropriate, we won't. He's running, obviously, a big company, has nothing.
I mean, we're trillions of dollars in debt, and he's just using Elon to try to help cut the spending. Like, truthfully, we've been spending for so long.
If there's a conflict, that we won't let him get near it. But he does have a good natural instinct. He's got a team of very talented people. We're trying to shrink government, and he can probably shrink it as well as anybody.
Kind of power. And the news outlet Wired found out that at least 6 of the gentlemen on Elon Musk's team are between the ages of 19 to 24 with little or no government experience, and one is in college. I mean, who are these people, and why do they have access to any of your business?
Well, they don't.
Well, okay, they might not have official government experience, but I don't know what they are. I'm assuming they have accounting degrees and degrees in accounting, like to cut the spending. That's what they're there for. And again, Trump reassured that they're not going to do anything without their approval. Like Elon is just a tool. He's just a tool to cut spending. And the Democrats are acting like it's the end of Elon Musk is taking over the world.
What they're doing is actually illegal. Everyone knows that the separation of powers allows for Congress to decide. They have the power of the purse. This is money that was already allocated from taxpayer money. And to stop it is actually...
Wait, hold on. What did she say? Hold on.
Powers allows for Congress to decide. They have the power of the purse. This is money that was already allocated from taxpayer money. And to stop it is actually there was an act passed in 1974, right? I think it was the Impoundment Control
The taxpayer
Act.
money is already paid and allocated.
Because they feared Nixon was blocking progress.
This lady is an imbecile.
where Congress had already approved funds because he didn't like them. So it's beyond Elon Musk. Donald Trump doesn't have the power to do what he's doing right now, but I wonder where the screaming is, because Donald Trump floods the zone. We talked about how the last couple weeks has felt like a year. It's only been a couple weeks. And
he's done more in a few weeks than Joe Biden has done his whole life. He's done more in 3 weeks than Joe Biden ever has done his whole life. Think about that, Miss. I don't even know your name.
Doing is two, by the way.
2 weeks. He's
Okay, 2
ending
weeks,
DEI, the immigration raids that they aired out all over television, started a trade war. But meanwhile,
a trade war. Mexico and Canada folded in 24 hours and is a trade war. Now, once China gets on board, we're going to be living smooth. Trump used them as a bargaining chip, and it worked.
This is the thing people should keep their eye on, because this flies in the face of our Constitution, and that's where people should be enraged.
Hey. Hey, guys, I can't even. It's hard, man. It flies in the face of our Constitution, implying that the right is not, or Donald Trump's not trying to follow the Constitution. For years, Democrats had illegals just coming into the country, giving them food, board, whatever, medical assistance, whatever, spending millions, billions of dollars on these people that are not for the country, but were against the Constitution. But the right is against the Constitution. I don't make this make sense to me, ma'am. I don't know your name. You're obviously an idiot. And she
less than 1% of the federal budget. So why they're going after that? Well, yeah.
1% of $1 trillion is what, Whoopi?
Can I say something
Yes.
about that? You know, we all talked about how Marco Rubio, heading, the State Department or being the Secretary of State, he was so supremely qualified. And that was one of the good cabinet choices that was made. Well, he has installed an assistant, sort of the second in command in the state. His name is Beatty, I believe is his last name.
He's an undersecretary.
He's the undersecretary. I hope we have a
Acting
clip of what of his text. He has said that white men need to be in charge of everything rather than anyone else. And there are about 4 to 5, and he's been saying this on X for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And so there are years and years of his bigotry on display. Oh yes, the KKK.
We've had this is not new.
Yeah.
What is going to be new is if we stop paying attention.
Yeah.
That's going to be new, because
She talks into the crowd like they talk to the crowd like they're a good representation of America. This is the downfall. These ladies and the crowd and the seals in the crowd, that's the downfall of America right there. And it's just, man. I feel so bad. I feel bad that their brain works the way it works. And I don't know if it's from the top, they like a boss is making them, this brain dead. It's concerning, man. It's concerning.
the thing that got Americans moving was they didn't like that system. That system didn't work. So we worked and tried to get women where they needed to be, people of color where they needed to be, freedoms for gay. We fought for all of that because that was the country we were trying to get into. So
that's the world we live in.
See everything we're talking about, hear us, and then you make a decision where you stand on all of this. Because it's really up to each individual person whether they're going to participate or not. We'll be right back.
Hey, these ladies have a daily show, a 30-minute daily show of nonsense. Imagine waking up every morning, right? And you just wake up with nonsense on the brain. Like, I'm going to wake up today and spew nonsense. Hey, honestly, maybe I can't hate, man. Maybe they hire me in the future and I'll spew some nonsense on TV too, man. But and look at some of these comments. We have the largest class action lawsuit ever. Private citizens should not be accessed, blah, blah, blah. Get Musk and his team out of the White House. They were not elected or vetted. Americans, you get what you voted for. Americans, wake up and put Donald Trump and Elon Musk in jail. Class action lawsuits. I wish Joy was here today. She'd have a lot to say on these topics. Like, having so many like comments, like I just thank you, Hostin. I feel like we need graphics to explain all this as a refresher course on why we need it. I don't even want to finish. Hey, it sounds as though the law does not matter anymore. I just want you guys to understand what we're dealing with, the severity of how many idiots watch this show. And, you know, take it as their Anyway, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.